a real pretty pot right here. If you're like most of us, this is what all of our pots are starting to look like midsummer. This is normal. And I'm going to scare you to death right now. I have scissors, and this is the fun part of this job. We're going to come in here, and I want you to see this is going to come in here. We're going to pull out all the dead, and I'm just going to toss it to the side here, and I'll get it later. Come in here and clean it out really, really good. This looks okay, but it's kind of scraggly. The best thing you can do for these are bubblegum petunias. The best thing you can do is come in here and give them a haircut, just like that. Even your potato vine, snip it right off. It's going to clean up the pot. It's going to give you more of a presentation of your pot. And see the difference between this and this. And I'm not picky. I just come in here and actually, I kind of give it like a bowl haircut. And we're going to cut all this back. I would, if you have potato vine that's doing this, coming down the side and it's real scraggly, come back all the way in there. By fall, that's really going to bloom out pretty for you, and it's going to cascade even better. Once again, I'm cutting all this back, and you'll see why we're doing this. Coming around the pot, giving it a haircut. It actually, what the plants do is when they get this long, it pulls the entire center out of your plant. So if you notice, this didn't have a center anymore. They get so heavy and weighed down, so it's like giving yourself a haircut. You feel a little bit lighter, and it does the plant good. What this is going to do is send all its energy back down into the base of the plant and going to let it create a new bloom for you. And it's going to give you a gorgeous shrubby bush in here, and trim it up a little bit. We're going to leave that one. I'll trim it back to about right there. Okay, pull that out. As you cut into this, you're going to see other things that are dying, and then you kind of see, oh, my pot really wasn't that great at all, but I'm going to show you how you can fix that real quick. We'll do one more snip right there. We've got all that cleaned out. Okay, we're going to come in here. I want to show you one plant that's really a fantastic plant. This is plumbago. It's an annual. We usually have it in the summer as a perennial. We have the annual left. This is the most gorgeous heat-tolerant plant, and everybody walked by it. Everybody's wanting a sky blue color. This is gorgeous in any arrangement that you put it in. You can set it right in here and see how it just pops out the colors. So what we're going to do, this is going to become a little bushy plant. It's going to be probably 12, 14 inches tall. It's going to bloom beautiful blue all spring for you and summer. It also loves the heat. And what I want to show you, don't be afraid to get down here and dig where the plants aren't. Take your hand, gully out a little bitty hole big enough for this pot. You don't have to go extreme on it. Pot back the soil. Once again, see how this plant was this way? I'm going to turn it this way so it's more up into the planter. Alright, then we're going to turn it, clean it out just a little bit more. Angelonia. If you've never grown Angelonia, this is another summer plant that loves the heat, loves the sun. It takes water, but it's going to be very pretty and bushy and stalky for you. This plant will actually get to be about 10 to 12 inches wide by the end of the summer, and it will bloom all the way till we freeze. Gorgeous plant to have. We're going to take this one, we're going to pop him closer to the center, kind of take your hands and go through here and find a place where you can dig. Pop it in, pull your soil back over it. We're going to come back in with the phlox. We want this to cascade. We cut all these petunias back, they're going to start to rebloom, so you're going to have all this color plus your old color in here. And we did it for $12, so that's a bargain. Let's put the purple phlox over here next to the pink petunia. We'll do it, we'll separate it. See how I'm taking my hand and just separating this pot? We're going to dig in here and take that and push it in, backfill it. Of course, when you're doing this, you might want to add a little bit of start and grow. It's just an instant fertilizer. It's going to make that really green up and pop out for you. This is just a wave petunia. You can use the bubblegum series. You can use whatever you want. We're going to pop it right next to the bubblegum petunia, and I'm going to turn that just a little bit. Take it, adjust your flowers that are still in there, and there we have redressed an entire pot